Atul, you raise your hand. Any question?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. Good evening, sir. Hi guys, good evening. Atul, yes, you wanted to ask question?
क्या क्वेश्चन पूछूं बोलो बोल
No, sir. Okay, I thought you raised your hand on the Google Meet. No worries. Is there any question you can type? You can raise your hand. I'll be happy to answer. Between Ritika and me, we'll be happy to answer, take all your questions. So like Ritika introduced, my name is Captain Gagandeep Singh. I've been working with Indiamart for almost 8 years. And believe you me, it's been a wonderful journey. Wonderful experience of the corporate life in the last 8 years. We have seen peaks and valleys together. When I say peaks and valleys for the economy, it was probably GST introduction and demonetization and COVID and so on and so forth. But thanks to the internet penetration, now in all these bad time for the economy, the company not. I mean, we've been able to sustain all that. So I mean, we still, if you look at the global market, it is topsy turvy, but India continues to be stable, and thanks to the policies which are there of the government, and obviously with the introduction of or penetration of internet at multiple levels, tier 2, tier 3 levels, we've been able to provide our services at multiple places, and that is how we've been able to thrive. Somebody at the tier 3, 4 city now can access the entire face of India and do their business. I mean, nothing more an SME can ask for if he has the entire world to do his business. So, I'm sure you all know you will be joining in the client acquisition team, which is termed as the growth engine of the organization. When I say growth engine of the organization, it is you guys, people like you, who would get the convert our free clients which are using our free services for now into paid clients. It's a subscription based model. I think you would have read through, seen through a couple of videos and understand what is the nature of business into a B2B service, and we enjoy 60% of the market share, and many of the marketplaces are still to be touched as far as India is concerned, and still the large chunk we are holding, and that does not make us complacent, stating that it's 60% we already enjoy. We are looking at even more penetration in even more number of clients we are wanting to service. You'll be happy to know that today we have 200,000, that is 2 lakhs paid clients on our platform. Right, that's a huge number for any organization, a subscription-based organization, to boast of. Plus, I'm sure if you go through our corporate website, you will get the actual numbers of subscribers, buyers, suppliers that we have. So somewhere close to 7.4 million suppliers is what we have on our platform, and 165 million buyers is what is the number that visit our platform. Right, and together they have some 90 million products and services on our platform listed.
Yes, sir.
So that I mean, it's the sales and services. So I'm sure many of you are trying to note down this number, but this number is available on our corporate website. So it is the URL is corporate.indiamart.com. You can visit this website and look at these numbers quarter on quarter, because they keep changing. And I'm sure you all know that we are a listed organization. So our every quarterly audited report is, as a policy, as a mandate by SEBI, has to be uploaded and is available there for everyone to read, everyone to go through. So our balance sheet, you can look at what are the expenses that we have, and what is the operating cost, revenue, EBITDA, so on and so forth. Everything is available there. And as a responsible organization, as far as the mandatory policies are concerned, it is being uploaded regularly. Now, next couple of days, we would be celebrating our 27th year of inception, which is 1st of April. We and this is the time when we celebrate this occasion with our employees. A certain set of employees who have completed a certain milestone, and this milestone is basically multiple of 5 years of service in the organization. So people who have completed 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years in the organization are being celebrated on 1st of our Founders Day, 1st of April. And I'll be happy to share that there are some 1,000 or 1,200, almost 1,200 people who have completed 5 years of plus in the organization. For any Indian organization to boast of that there are X number of employees who are beyond 5 years, it's a wonderful achievement. And that goes to show that there is some magnetic effect which is created by the policies and culture in the organization where these number of people are sticking around and serving the organization for this long. So if the employees are sticking around, like I mentioned, there could be some policies. So one of the policy there is about encouraging people to continue sharpening their skills. Sharpening their skills in the form of cross-functional training. So if today, if you are in client acquisition and let's say as per the policy you want to move on to do servicing, that opportunity is available. Currently you have an operations or marketing's specialization in MBA, you want to do more. While being in service, you can pick up additional specialization courses from the recognized institutes, and that effort of yours is acknowledged. There is a policy which talks about reimbursement of that amount spent to take that additional qualification. There's a limit to it, obviously about ₹1 lakh in a year that can be reimbursed. But those policies are available. There are leave policies which are there for everyone in the organization, whether people operating from the head office or from the branch offices, right? For people like who would be joining us new in the organization, obviously you are undertaken a training session. There'll be an induction program. There'll be on-the-job training, which would have a classroom as well as field training. There'll be buddy assigned for you to take you through the entire sales process. There'll be managers helping you. And this is all being done because you guys would start acting as the ambassadors of the organization. So what you speak in front of the client would take that impression as the first and lasting impression of the organization. And for you to do that, you guys have to be trained first. And we give adequate time for you to take up this training, imbibe, understand the product, and then only go to the field. So if I take an example from the army, soldier having a gun in hand and doesn't know how to fire is of no use. He's a sitting duck. Similarly, a sales guy doesn't understand the product, but is sent to the field to connect with the client, would not be able to make that client understand anything. So before you go to the field, you are adequately trained, training is given, hand holding done, and then only you are taken to the field.
ये क्या बकचोदी कर रहा है?
Like I mentioned, the vertical that you are joining is the growth engine. So that makes all of us and all of you as the most valuable player of the organization. Because it is because of us or you guys, the engine is running of the organization. So once we have the new clients acquired, that is where the sales team or servicing team will come into play. If you don't get paid clients or new clients on our platform, who would these servicing team service? And lately, if you've been following Twitter, there are a couple of tweets which have been shared by our paid clients, and they've been appreciating the sales and support servicing support service of the organization. And they've been comparing it with other organizations also. Try and use Indiamart hashtag or Indiamart keyword and see if you can catch hold of any of those tweets. That will give you the first-hand experience of what the clients think about Indiamart. I'm sure you would have also a question, what are the earning opportunities that you have here? So let me assure you, apart from your salary, there is incentive
क्या कह रहा है?
on the sales that you do, right? And there is no upper limit for the incentive amount to be earned in a month.
क्वेश्चन पूछूं?
Sir, salary structure and incentive.
I'll repeat, there is no upper limit, no capping for the incentive that one can earn in a month. Many organizations, I'm sure you would have met a couple of more organizations, got interviewed there, understood their processes. They might have a limitation. They might have a salary capping of X amount. We don't have that.
बोलो क्या पूछूं?
We have also in our compensation, we pay this compensation 4 times in a month. That is, it's a weekly salary payout that we do. We are the first organization in India who's doing this exercise. Now, this is only to increase and enhance your basically to have a quick availability of cash with you. Every 7th day for 1 week, the salary is paid. On 8th, 15th and 22nd is what you will get those transactions, depending upon it being a working day. And this is basically to ensure that you have those, this is instant gratification of your work that is done. You've been doing it, in fact. And dependency on credit card, we are trying to reduce. We are not trying to limit or control your financial planning by paying salary once in a month. We are leaving that in your hands. We all are financially literate now, right? We all understand what our financial planning, what our financial requirements are, and that is how this particular exercise comes into play. In addition to these, this CTC that we pay, there are certain intangibles which are not mentioned in the CTC for that matter, which is the Mediclaim, group personal accidental insurance, and group term life insurance.
इससे देखो पूछता हूँ सर,
The premium for these 3 services are paid by the organization and are not mentioned in your CTC.
I have one question, sir. क्या बोलूं?
In some other organizations, you might see an inflated CTC where you see premium for life insurance, premium for Mediclaim, and so on and so forth. But what is paid to you is what is mentioned in hand. In our organization, our CTC only has a PF deduction if you have opted for provident fund.
Cannot be used.
Other than that, there is no deduction in your salary that is to be paid.
Cannot be used.
All these intangibles are over and above your CTC.
मतलब?
But covers, what gives you that cover, which is medical cover, life cover, and accidental cover.
Cannot we use our own?
These 3 things are pretty important, and it is there. I would also encourage, if people have not opted for provident fund, they must opt for provident fund. It's a simple forced saving. You may not realize, but you are saving something similar to SIP. Like I mentioned, I'm sure you all are financially literate. It's something similar to SIP. You gain interest, and that amount, if you want to retire, becomes as a pension corpus once you want to retire in age of 60 or beyond.
Cannot be.
And you will not realize you end up garnering a pretty good corpus with you at the end of your professional career.
What is the salary structure?
But nonetheless, choice is yours.
Sir, sorry to interrupt. I have one question.
I'm open to questions, people.
Sir, what is the salary structure?
Salary structure?
Yes, sir.
So I think that will be Dev as part of your LOI or your offer letter. Once that is shared, your salary structure would have your basic HRA, and if there is a provident fund deduction, that will be there.
और क्या पूछूं? Sir, what is the job location, sir?
So job location, you would have been interviewed for a specific job location when there was an interview in your campus. So currently it is there. Just be job location. I hope Hindi is okay with all of you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
ओके
यस सर।
तो जिस भी लोकेशन के लिए आप लोग का इंटरव्यू हुआ था देव, जब आप लोग कैंपस इंटरव्यू में बैठे थे, वी आर करंटली स्टिकिंग ऑन टू दैट जॉब लोकेशन।
मुंबई के लिए बताया गया था सर।
देयर इज एन ऑडियो इशू देव, नॉट एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड लास्ट में बोला आपने।
क्या बोलूं? सर जब
अतुल यू आर ऑन अनम्यूट, यू वांट टू से समथिंग? या देव?
सर जब
Yes, sir.
फॉर्म फिल किया जा रहा था सर,
Question
उसमें
ये
जॉब
है कि-
लोकेशन प्रेफरेंस सर मांगी गई थी सर उसमें।
Ritika, you want to take that?
हेलो।
Actually, there was a network. Could you please pardon me a question?
क्या क्या बोलूं?
There's some audio issue. If you can reconnect.
सर जॉब लोकेशन सर कैसे रिकनेक्ट करें?
Could you please pardon me a question? Could you repeat the question, please?
Repeat question.
मैम जॉब लोकेशन एक्चुअली जब
Job location for which you have been interviewed, you will be given that location itself. And rest will, whenever you will be making, we will make you join, will inform you your branch location. So this batch is overall for Mumbai and Pune location. Therefore, those who we have interviewed for which locations, you will be given that location.
क्योंकि मैम जब हम लोगों ने फॉर्म फिल किया था मैम उसमें मैम लोकेशन प्रेफरेंस मांगा गया था मैम।
Sorry, they is not as per form, but as per your interviews, we will be giving you the location.
ओके मैम। और क्या पूछें?
Yeah, Rohit, you are asking something.
Good evening, sir. My name is Rohit. Sir, I would like to ask question, why Indiamart better
इंग्लिश पूछ रहा
in starting career?
है। व्हाट इज इट?
You want to ask why Indiamart is better as an organization? It is because of people like you, Rohit.
And sir, why Indiamart important in our starting career?
व्हाट इज द ग्रोथ अपॉर्चुनिटी?
Why is Indiamart important in starting career? So,
व्हाट आर?
a very good question, Rohit. You would be joining an organization who is the leader in its domain.
क्या कह रहा?
So we are in the B2B, business to business domain, and like I mentioned, we enjoy 60% of the market share. So being associated
What
with
are
an
the
organization which
growth
is
in
the
Indiamart?
leader
पूछूं?
of that domain increases your brand value. You increase the brand value of the organization. Similarly, the organization increases your brand value as Rohit, who has joined IndiaMart, right, from an institute. So people would take that, okay, people from that institute joining IndiaMart, that means they are
इधर आ
the
जो म्यूट किया इधर आ।
cream of the organization and we want to attract that
नहीं,
people.
बंद
So your brand value gets increased, enhanced, you in turn is enhancing IndiaMart's brand value. It's a two-way process.
हेलो। अबे गया नहीं था देव के रूम में, मैंने कुछ मिल नहीं रहा।
बंद कर बोलूं? पूछूं?
और पूछो?
सर व्हाट आर द ग्रोथ अपॉर्चुनिटी इन IndiaMart सर?
So their growth opportunities are defined as part of a career progression policy that we have. अतुल म्यूट कर लो आपके कुछ, हाँ thank you. So there is a career progression policy which is defined for all verticals in the organization. Similarly, जिस न्यू सेल्स डिवीजन में आप लोग ज्वाइन करने वाले हो वहाँ पे भी एक करियर प्रोग्रेशन डिफाइंड है जिसमें आपका मिनिमम 1 साल का टेन्योर होना चाहिए किसी भी एक रोल पे। उसके बाद आप करियर प्रोग्रेशन के लिए बेसिस योर परफॉर्मेंस क्वालिफायर कहलाते हैं। उस क्वालिफिकेशन के बाद आपका एक और इंटरव्यू प्रोसेस होता है। Now that interview process is basically just to ascertain whether you are there ready to work as a manager. तो अभी जिस आप रोल पे होंगे you will be as an individual contributor.
Okay.
तो जो आप एज एन इंडिविजुअल कंट्रीब्यूटर करते आए हैं वो आपको एक सीढ़ी ऊपर चढ़ा सकता है, बट वेदर इफ यू कंटिन्यू डूइंग दैट एक्टिविटी और दैट प्रोसेस वुड यू बी एबल टू सक्सीड इन योर नेक्स्ट एंडेवर, दैट इज समथिंग वी आर सर्टेन एज पार्ट ऑफ आवर नेक्स्ट लेवल ऑफ इंटरव्यू।
मतलब
बिकॉज देयर यू हैव टू मैनेज अ टीम,
क्या तो रहा 1 साल बाद प्रमोशन मिलेगा?
a team of 6 people. So you will be now joining a team who will be reporting into one guy, 6 people reporting into one manager, and your career progression would mean that you become a manager after a certain period and as per policy and performance.
आपकी बात।
So for you to manage those 6 people,
cannot
you need to then
cannot be
we as an organization need to ascertain whether you are ready
Yeah.
to become a manager. उसमें मैनेजरियल एट्रीब्यूट्स देखे जाते हैं. इंडिविजुअल कंट्रीब्यूटर में आप क्या कर रहे थे, क्या कर चुके हैं, वो हमने देख लिया. उसी के बेसिस पे आप क्वालिफायर हुए. क्वालिफिकेशन में आपका इंटरव्यू होता है फिर दोबारा. वहां देखा जाता है योर मैनेजरियल एट्रीब्यूट्स.
ओके ओके
राइट.
ओके. और
And it is defined. So career progression is defined for each level. So अगर आप level executive level से manager level से branch manager level, branch manager से regional manager level, सब पे definition है.
पहले ये
And people are given ample opportunity.
ठीक है सर. इट इज इट
इज इट
ट्रेनिंग पीरियड तो ट्रेनिंग तो रोज है.
Yes.
आज भी ट्रेनिंग चल रही है.
ओके.
जब हमने स्कूल ज्वाइन किया था उस दिन से हमारी ट्रेनिंग स्टार्ट हो गई है.
यस
So it's a never ending exercise.
क्या
But professional training, exercise, understanding of the product.
नेसेसरी टू ब्रिंग
Initially,
व्हीकल
when you join, till about 3 weeks
क्या
is what is your training period. You people are made to understand the product, how to connect with the client, what is the